one break even. I'll go over both in this trade recap. So we had 10 a.m. news. Um, my draw on liquidity, I was bearish going into today. I'll show you why. Asia low was my draw on liquidity and previous day low. We had a 15-minute SIBI that I was looking at. So this was scenario one. Price coming up to this 15-minute SIBI and then selling off to this is Asia low. And then the second scenario, price inversing this gap and moving up higher into these 15-minute SIBIs. So let's go over what happened today. Today I was really zoomed in. I had a few like errors where you would say like, oh my god, like what would it? So this first I'll go over the ideal trade, right? Um, 10 o'clock is here. You know, I wait for news to come out. So 10 o'clock is here. You see, we just respect this IFVG at 10 o'clock. I think you could have got an entry here on the 10 o'clock candle and then just held price down to Asia low. But I'll get into the trade I took. So the first trade I took was on NQ. It was fresh into open, something I don't usually do. So we swept out this high. There was a S&T here, right? In this we're also in this hourly. We swept out this high. We had S&T at this high, and we were in this hourly imbalance right from here to here. So when I saw that, I looked on the 3-minute for imbalance. And we had this imbalance that turned into an IFVG. As you can see, we never close. I mean, we do close below it here, but if you go on the 5-minute, it's the same gap. But only thing that's wrong with this trade is on the 5-minute, you want to align your time frame. So this doesn't look good on the 5-minute. So I don't like it on the 1-minute. So if I was in this hourly gap, I would try to align it with the 5-minute, not the 1-minute. And then 2, it's really early into open. 9:33 is when I'm taking this trade. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. I want to wait a couple minutes for price to build before I take a short into open. So yeah, that's the first trade. I'd say like C plus setup. I could have waited to this higher time frame PD array got tapped into in order to start thinking about a trade. This 15-minute, that was my POI anyway. So I'd say about C plus, and it was really early into open, and I didn't align my time frames. The second trade was this here on MES. Again, could have waited to this higher time frame. It's pretty early into open as well. I took this on the 1-minute. It's pretty early into open as well. I could have waited for this higher time frame PD array to be hit. This one here. This is also the 15-minute where you got your setup. What I didn't, right, if someone going to have to work on, a lot of these issues here are from being too zoomed in. But from this high to this high, we have an S&T. I wait for this inverse to show his hand. We break below it, and at this point, I think this is right here on NQ. We were pushing down on NQ, so I was suspecting that we could see lower, to at least these lows and possibly lower. And so I entered a short here on this change in the state here. Once I saw us pushing up, back up again, I didn't like this trade, so I closed it out. I knew I was too zoomed in for a break even, basically. It was like $40. Those are both of the trades today. overall, not great setups. I'm too zoomed in, and that's very early into open. Um, this is the difference between being reactive to the market versus forcing your will upon the market, right? You want to wait for things to for the market to tell you what it wants to do, right? And in most cases, I know for myself, the market is not showing me what it wants to do at 9:35, right? Like in most cases, right? We also have 10 o'clock news, so we can expect some liquidity to be built before we get our news candle. But that's besides the point. The issue is A, I'm too zoomed in, and B, I'm not allowing the market. I'm too zoomed in at the wrong time because I do use the 1 minute just at the wrong time. You want to wait for your setup to show itself and then zoom in to see where you can position yourself within the leg of the setup showing itself. And then B, I'm just I forced my will into the market today, and I paid the price for that. I took a loss and a break even. Right. The good thing is that now my mental, because I've already had two profitable months, my mental is more fortified. So this doesn't sting as bad as it would. I mean, losing is never good, but this doesn't sting as bad as it would if this was like my first month on demo. Um, so I know it's also NFP week, and we have full weeks ahead of us. Um, Market's also kind of tricky too, but I know that over time, if I play my edge, I will yield a profit. And so I'm not worried about this. The thing is to learn from this. What can I gain from this? And that's really the important part.